We want to get back to that breaking news situation in South Suburban Broadview where protesters, we've seen them live from the air clashing with authorities that are on the ground there. We're checking in with Joni Lum, who is live on the ground. Joni, what are you seeing from your vantage point?
Well, the shot that you took earlier was a vehicle trying to make it inside. The protest has been out on the street here outside this ICE facility every Friday for the past 3 Fridays, but the tension is much higher today. You can see the group gathered around that vehicle finally did make it inside. As ICE or Homeland Security or federal employees are arriving at this building, the protesters shout at them and try to make them feel guilty for going to their workplace. Just past this group at the door is that group that shows up every Friday and has for decades, those who pray for the immigrants who are taken out of this facility. Our friend, the attorney Royal Berg, he leads a worldwide audience streaming live every Friday at this time. They're singing protest songs right now. Usually that is a peaceful protest where they say prayers, they talk to their worldwide audience, and then they disperse. But it's in combination with this other group of protesters who have been peaceful protesters. They tell me this morning, early this morning, that the federal officers came out of this fenced area and shot pellets at the ground to disperse them. We also had some video. I don't know if it's ready to go yet, but I've been given video of some of the protesters who were manhandled and then thrown to the ground. One of them is a protester we talked to last week. She's running for Congress in the 9th District. A few of those candidates are out here this morning. 40th Ward Alderman Andre Vasquez is here this morning. And I just spoke to Howard Rosenblum. He's also running in the 9th District. He's an attorney. He said he came out here to be an attorney for anyone who feels like their civil rights are being violated. You can hear the announcement that's happening right now, telling people to disperse, that if they any of them impede those who are trying to do their job here, that they could be arrested. I told you earlier that one of the protesters was dragged past the fence into the detention facility. I talked to the other protesters out here and said, what do you think of that? And one of them said, it's good because that means we'll have more eyes on the inside. As you know, elected officials have tried to get a look at what's going on inside this building that is now boarded up, where protests have formed every week. They feel like if a protester got in there, they don't know what's happening to that protester, but at least that person will be able to report what's going on in the inside. So right now it is peaceful, singing hymns, prayers going on, but things have boiled over already this morning. I'm Joni Lum. Now back to you.
Okay,
Joni,
thank you, Joni.
I want to ask you one question there. You mentioned some of the leaders that are on the scene with the protesters themselves. They have described this effort as trying to remain peaceful. Have you heard or seen any of the local political leaders there, Joni, urging their fellow protesters to remain peaceful when we see things flare up a little bit?
They are. Mayor of Evanston, Daniel Biss, he's been here every week. As I said, Alderman Vasquez is here. The people who are running for Congress, not everyone is saying that, but they are telling them not to engage because it seems like the tension gets started and then it escalates. Especially the attorney out here who prays every week. He's telling everyone to not take the bait because then it gets out of control, people get hurt. So there are both factions here. There are also some what appear to be instigators, people who are masked, who are going in a little more aggressive than the protesters. So although they all want the same thing, they're going about it in different ways.
Interesting.
And Joni, it looked like someone jumped on the hood of that vehicle that was trying to get in, and then Anthony had seen maybe some punches being thrown.
Yeah.
I think here's a closer look of that protester being pummeled this morning. So, Joni, thanks for being out there live for us and keeping an eye on the situation because it is developing by the second.
Hopefully things calm down there. We'll check back in with Joni for the very latest.